Okay, this is the P bass that a few of you have commented on Dave's site. It's all done, sanded, polished out. Turned out really well. It's got the matching headstock on it. I just want to kind of do real quick, go over the process of how I did it. And I know a couple people asked me how I got the layers, how I did the black. So real quickly, I'm going to try and do this really quickly so that I don't take up too much of your time. So basically sanded the whole thing down. It was a black P bass, sanded the whole thing down until I got it almost down to the primer. Really thin out the black as much as I could without actually getting into the primer itself. Sanded it all with 400, and then I gave it another coat of white, this white paint I got from Home Depot. It's a quick coat, fast drying enamel. It's like $1 a can. Yeah, $1 can. I think it was 97 cents for a can of that stuff. So I gave it like 3 coats of that, sanded it down with 400, and that was my starting coat. So then what I did to add the black splatter pattern, basically what I used was crunched up newspapers of different sizes. Big, small, medium-sized balls of newspaper, and spray some black spray paint into a plastic Tupperware thing, dipped the newspaper into it, and then made a random pattern over the entire guitar and the headstock. I did that process with this blue and the silver. This blue is from Pep Boys. And basically what this is, it's supposed to go over like chrome parts, like on an engine. It's to give it an anodized look, and it's transparent, so whatever you put it over, you'll be able to see through it. So I dabbed paint into that, and I added blotches. That's what the dark blue blotches are, is that on the paint on the newspaper, and the same thing with the silver. Once that was done, then I fogged the entire guitar with the blue anodized paint to give it that blue luster, and that was it for as far as paint. Once that was dry for a couple days, I went over it again real quickly with some 400, and then started to put the clear coats on, which is the Minwax. I put several coats of Minwax on there, and built up a nice finish on it, and got the buffer and the scratch all out. I mean the Scratch X. Sanded it down, starting in from 400 down 600 to 800 to 1,000, down all the way down to 1,500, and then started buffing it out. Once I had it all buffed out, I used my high-speed setting on my drill motor to get like in the horn area, difficult areas where it's hard to buff, and around the edges with the flat wheel. Once that was completely done, finished it off with a nice couple of coats of this Meguiar's. It's black. It's called Meguiar's Black Wax. It's a Carnauba, and it really makes the finish feel. I mean, it's like warm glass, man. It's really nice. I also wanted to show you this little rig I made for my workshop, my Workmate. I have a little Workmate back here. This clamps right on the top of the Workmate. You can screw this into the socket, the pocket of the guitar, and it allows me to spin it around to get all the paint. It's real easy. 2 clamps on the front of it, and once it's done, once you're done painting, you can pull it out. You can actually pull this out while it's still attached, and then just go hang it up and let it dry. So anyway, guys, that's basically how this was done. I'm here to tell you that you can get some really nice finishes, some really cool looks out of a spray can. You don't really need all these high-dollar spray guns and stuff like that. I mean, it's nice if you can afford it, but for guys like me that are just working, man, I'm working in my garage. You know, I don't have a shop or a paint booth or anything. Pretty good results. I know you guys kind of commented on it, and I'm telling you, man, this guitar, it it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. I can't wait to put it together and string it up, see what it sounds like. It's going to be fun. Anyway, thank you guys for the comments, and I appreciate all the positive reinforcement there, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.